everyone. I am doing a Realtytrac, somewhat of a training video. Their site has changed a lot, and what I've noticed, it depends from state to state as to what filters you pick, because I have the bank owned and online auction filter on. That's all I want to see out of these, and then sometimes I'm getting more than I want in different states. But in Pennsylvania, it seems to be pretty good here, where I am actually getting what's listed on auction.com, what's listed as just a bank REO here on Xome right here. I think might have seen a Hubzu one, or yes, on another state earlier. Again, just another bank owned property here, not on an auction site. More Xome, more auction.com. So you're seeing who the biggest players are out there, at least in Pennsylvania, as far as inventory. You have Xome and auction.com. Normally Hubzu has a lot too. Let's see if we find any as we go through. But you can filter through and just find a lot of different properties here listed just by going through these filters, and then I'll tell you where it is. You can almost kind of use this as a first line of defense to figure out which properties you want to target and which websites they're on. As you can do a little bit of research right here. Let's go to, you know what? Let's just click on this one. This should be an occupied property from what it looks like in Bethlehem. And see if we get any more details on here. U.S. Trust, this shows that they foreclosed on it. They now are the owner. And let's see what other details it gives us, because it's probably way more details than we even want. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-story colonial, which we can see. Get the parcel number, which I do like. All right, so that gives some pretty good basic details, and see what pictures we get. Should be all exterior, because it looks to be an occupied property. Would be my guess on this one. Let's see if we go to click on that, you go right to auction.com, which is nice, right? It takes you right to it where you can register, sign in this way. So it is occupied, obviously. So nice feature in that you can just click on it here. Let's check and see if it does the same with Xome, which it should. Certain things I like that they had switched here, and some things I don't, but let's see what we get here. So this is not taking us directly. So they have a connection, Realtytrac, with auction.com, but not the exact same one with, obviously I can't just link and go right to Xome's website with it. Kind of a drawback there, but they do have the link to auction.com, who does have the most inventory anyway. So makes sense. So lots of inventory in Pennsylvania, as you can see, a lot of different properties. Now let's do another one here. Let's do the same filters and go to Ohio. What doesn't that give me? Come on, just give me Ohio. Weird. Normally I just give you the state. The filters I've on are bank owned, auction, online auction. I don't want other ones, right? I don't want the sheriff's sale. It says there, oh, see, it just give me Ohio, Illinois, which I have no interest in. I just want the state of Ohio. Very bizarre that doesn't show up, which means maybe they don't have anything, which makes no sense because there's always plenty there. I don't want Indiana, PA. Okay. All right. So you can see some of the goofy things that it does. This is what I don't like. It's got some quirkiness to its site, and it's trying to force me for whatever reason to Indiana, PA, which I don't want. Let's see if I can go to another state. Here we go. That's what you want it to do. Maybe it's just slow and bogged down a little bit. Let's see if there's a link directly to Hubzu, the way there is with auction.com. So that does have, that looks like it does have a link where you can go right to Hubzu as well and bid on properties there. So nice feature. For some reason, it doesn't have the same link with Xome, but hey, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. It is at least telling you who it belongs to. So for ease of going through different markets and states, you can just have the Realtytrac membership, which is $200 a year. Normally $400, you get 50% off going through us. It does give some nice advantages. Let's see if I click on Xome, if it gives, no, still will not. Okay. So Xome doesn't get the same treatment that auction.com and Hubzu do, but you will get all that. This is just a regular bank-owned property foundation here. And then you got your online auctions. So it is doing it as I like it to. Now let's see if I go back to Ohio and see if it gives me the state option this time, which bizarrely enough, I don't want the city. It doesn't want to give me the state of Ohio. There we go. Finally. Very strange. So that's a little quirky at times. Sometimes you just have to have a little patience, and that makes more sense. There's a ton more properties available. Ohio usually has quite a bit. Ohio is a great market. And then you know which each site that they're with here. So it does simplify things for you. If you want to have the added expense, we try to make it so you guys don't have to worry about having an added expense by not having it. But I do like it because I can get a lot more information on the properties than I can in than I can just on the Xome website or the auction.com website, because I can get the details of the parcel number and all those different things. Again, it's doing the same thing it was doing to me earlier here. It just wants to give me a city. And again, this is something you have to deal with, the quirkiness of it. Still is doing this. Okay. Well, it's good to do in real time so you can see it's not just you, it's their site with this. Let's try a different state. I want you. Here we go. That's what you wanted to show, the state, say United States. Again, one of our target markets is in North Carolina, Realty Bid. Don't think you're going to get a link to Realty Bid either, but maybe. Let's see. It looks like you do. So Xome is the only one that doesn't get that favorable treatment, it looks like. Realty Bid's a small outfit. They don't have a lot of properties. Not one we use too often. We do get some properties each year there, but they just don't have nearly the inventory that auction.com, Xome have, and Hubzu, and even Hudson and Marshall. All right. But it does give good details and some good pictures here occasionally. Again, what I recommend to use as just another resource, let's hone down, let's try to come up with a value of a property and see what they do here. So a lot of times you'll have the taxes. It was built in 2000. It was last purchased for $60,000 in 2011. And they use Atom data, which is good. It gives good information for the most part. This one might be a little bit too rural for it to give great information on, but here we go. County, you got a parcel number. You have the type manufactured, basement, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. So it does give good details. Let's go to one that maybe is a little more in a city that we can hopefully be able to get a little bit better data with here. Here we go. Let's go to Sanford, North Carolina. Purchase for $141. Taxes are nice and cheap. One thing I love about the Carolinas. median sales price in Sanford, and you get some recently sold comps. It's a 4.2 we're looking at, so it's giving you a 3.2 data, which is not bad. Still gives you an idea of price point. So use these like you would use Zillow for comping. So you get some pretty decent data. It's just another secondary approach. You do your due diligence in Zillow. And if you want to use Realtytrac, and I do use it, but I don't use it for every property. Usually what I do is I do my regular due diligence on Zillow. I use the auction data that I get there. If I can't find the parcel number or more details on a property, taxes, I love it because it'll give you the correct annual taxes, because Adam data is very, very good with that, and the year built. So a lot of times it's just easy. And then of course, how much land you have, square footage. It usually gives really good details for that. It's almost like MLS data for that. You just won't have MLS comps with this, but $200 a year, if you plan on doing this, whether it's part-time or full-time for that additional source, it can be worth it for you for sure. And again, short little video. It used to be even more user-friendly to use, but if you're for what we're using over here for the auctions, it's great. If you want to target certain markets, and then, all right, who's got the most inventory, then you just go right to those sites and you target those markets that way. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys here. If you have any other questions, let me know.